What's up, Inkie peeps? It's Del from Inkie Quill, and today I'm kind of revisiting a project that I started. I think I might have started this maybe when I first became pregnant with Archie. I think so. It's been quite a while since I've picked it up again, and I think I was motivated. I bought this probably I'd say 3 years ago, and I think when I fell pregnant with Arch, I was like, oh, I have to document all the things so that the children and the grandchildren in the future will know who I was as a person. And it kind of motivated me to document my story, ironically enough. So this is, it was by Project Life, and you bought the folder and then the innard bits separately. And I don't think it's still available. You might be able to track it down somewhere online. I bought mine from a local scrapbook shop who doesn't carry them anymore, but you could easily adapt it and create your own like 6x8 mini album. You don't need this folder to do this project. So I thought I'd show it to you because I've decided tonight, Aaron's doing a live stream tonight on his Twitch channel doing some illustration, and so I can't film videos where I'm talking, and I often feel like creating but not like really making a big mess. So I think I'm going to do some more of this on the couch, but I thought I'd show it to you and then update you in a few months time as how it's going, if it's going. But basically this is just an album that's all about you and all information about yourself and all sorts of things. And I've done a few extra things that I really wanted to show you how I've personalized it for me. So basically there's these different tabs that are different topics or subjects, I guess you could say, and there's fill in the gap spaces with information about your childhood and your adult life. And so we've got genealogy, childhood, school, work and play, right now, more, love, my family, traditions, home and future. And of course there's going to be some questions that don't that A, you might not want to answer, B, they're topics that don't apply to you. So for example, like the siblings part in here is just irrelevant to me. Or C, they might not be things that are important enough for you to want to spend the time to document. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to go around that. So I obviously haven't filled it all in. I've just picked which bits I liked the best. So this is all about your parents, and of course you can, I'll show you actually, my family tree will be easy to do, very easy, because I am literally an only child. I would love to repeat this project again for Aaron, and maybe even, I don't know, I might be able to take out some of these sections that aren't needed. No, I think he can have a different album. So after I finish this, I think I'll do an album for him. His family tree is a little bit larger and a little bit more complicated, so that will be trickier to do. I've put these post-it notes for photos that I want. I got my photo albums off my parents because I actually don't have any childhood photos of myself. So I borrowed them off my parents. Who knows how long I'm going to hoard them for and maybe not return them. But I'm going to go through and scan some photos in and reprint them. So the pink post-it notes are photos that I want to print. If you see yellow post-it notes, they're just hiding like information about my address, or like friends' names that are first and last names that I don't particularly want to show. So this is all about baby. My plan is to also, it's 6x8, so I'm also planning on getting some, doing some 6x8 layouts. The problem with this is if you put a 6x8 page protector in here, it will overhang the tabs, and that's going to drive me crazy. So if I do want to do layouts in here, they are going to be 6x8, but I will hole punch the actual layout and just put them in as that because I really like the tabs. So I started with my childhood. So for example, some of these parts, like the best part about being a kid, the hardest part about being a kid, I don't really have, like, I don't know what I'd write there, so I might just put a photo. I also might just do some layouts on the back of the divider pages as well. I used some very flat embellishments in here. So I had some of the crepe paper 6x12 sticker sheets that I love, and then I had a couple of, I think it was a Mambi sticker book possibly, and I like just adding those in because it made it feel more scrapbooky and less, I don't know, generic prescribed fill in the blank book. It kind of personalized it a bit for me. This was really fun. So this was, I created this in Word, and there was a page, did I just take it out? Oh no, it was here. So these, on this page, it's got favourite books, songs, movies and TV shows when I was a kid. So I filled it out, but I have also, I made a table in Word and I found pictures of all of these things that I used to love, and I just printed that off. And I think including something like this, it really does personalize it even more, and it brings back more memories rather than just reading the word. On the back here, these are my favorite PS1 games. I was a mad PlayStationer, and so I used to play a lot of single player games, but I used to love them nevertheless. A very strange combination of games. Like you've got Barbie Race and Ride and Spice World, and then you've got Abe's World and Cool Borders. Like I liked a bit of everything. So you can see up here I've just done some really simple little bit of washi, a couple of tiny word stickers and a couple of stickers, and it just helps to personalize it. And how many times I'm going to say personalize it in this video, but it really does. I think it makes it, it takes it from a place of just being a fill in the blank to being actually yours. When I was in year 6, I don't know if it was a fad if you're about my age, but there were those fill in the blank friendship books. I know it was a huge thing here in Australia for kids around 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. They were fill in the blank friendship books, and so you'd get your friends to fill it in and it would say like favourite colour and what I want to be when I grow up, and it was just a questionnaire, and they were all the rage and everyone had them in year 6, and so you'd pass them around and take them home and decorate them, make them all pretty. And I kind of feel like that's what this is a little bit. It's like a grown-up version. I also got some song lyrics, put them in Word, and just put 2 columns so that it was easier to fit on the page, as well as some Spice Girl pictures. So I've just got some of my favourite songs, and I printed these on that same cardstock that I always print on. Actually, I've got a packet here. I'll get it because people always ask what it is. It is this one, Mondi, I think. Colour copy 200 GM squared. And this is about, I think it's like $25, $20, $18, somewhere in that range from Officeworks here in Australia. So, a couple of songs and then things that I collected. So these aren't my personal photos, they're just ones that I found from Google. But Tarzos and Yowies and Kelly dolls, and having things just visualized just brings it all back. And it doesn't have to be a complicated layout. It can literally just be a table in Word with the name of the things. So this is something that I think is my favorite part of this whole album. So a lot of things here, like I'll probably take this, or I'll probably put something over the top of here because, you know, I didn't really get in trouble, and chores was just kind of helping out when I could. I didn't really have specific chore chart. I just saw something that needed doing and I just did it. All about food, clothes you used to wear. This will be good for some photos, I think. And I might do some photos that are smaller, like 2x3 sized, and then I might also print some that are 6x8 if they're one that I really, really love. Then there's a section on school, and I've just covered up school details, but it's just these little bits here, washi tapes, tiny word stickers, and a sticker book. It's a good couch activity, so if you can track this down, it is great. I want to do another one of these ones for here. So this is my teenagehood, I guess you could say. Books I read, TV shows, and movies. So I really want to do one for there. And it will be, I think it will be nice because at this point, this is before digital cameras for me. And so I think I got my digital camera maybe in year 11 or 12, if that, possibly. So I'll have to really track down some early high school photos. Mischief I created, house rules. I didn't create mischief, I was a real nerdy good kid. So yeah, I have no need for that. So I will probably look at the page next to it and well, I'll look at the page behind it, see if I want to keep this one or if I can just get rid of this whole page altogether, or if I can relate to this opposite page. Like I have a photo of me with my peas, so I could put that on there. Peas is our not like a bowl of peas or something like the food. Peas is our provisional license. So you get your L's, but your learner license permit, but you have to drive with a supervisor, like a parent, or I think they have to be over, they have to be full license, and yeah, someone with a full license. So you always have to be with someone in the car. That's when you're 16, and then you can get your P1 license for a year, 2 years, a year, 2 years, one or the other, and then you get your second lot of P plates, which is the year or 2 years, and then you get your full license. So it takes a while. Then this is about uni, and it says college, but we call it university here. And then we go on to work and play. So I used to be a housekeeper, so I talked about that. It's very strange that like jobs are right next to vacations that you took, but the great thing about this ring binder is that you can swap the pages around if you want to change them. And that's all I've done so far. So I wanted to show you this because I thought it was a really good idea, and I'll do a bit of a flick through so you can see what the other topics are in case you want to replicate some of the themes for an album of yourself. So right now it's just talking about what you look like, your trials you've endured, your biggest strengths, your weaknesses, a selfie, embarrassing moments, hardest things you've done, scariest things. So they're just all information about yourself. I think this page would be really nice to have actually filled in by my parents. I might do that. And so it's something like this, like personal views, political views, religious views. Oh, that's actually a cool page, but this one I'll probably do something over the top there because I don't have any really strong views to talk about. This is really cool. The most important inventions of my lifetime. I think that's a really interesting topic to cover. Yeah, there's just some clever things to think about, and I'm sure online there's lots of journaling prompts about things like this. So happiness, society. It would be great to do a snapshot of what, like bread and milk and petrol and eggs and, you know, just the typical things, what they're worth now. And it would also be great to do a picture of your most used grocery items, I guess you could say, with like a picture of what it looks like, because packaging changes so much, and I find it funny to look at packaging even from when I was a kid. I feel like it looks different to what it does now. So this is all health and favourites. And the thing about something like this is that you can so simply cover up something that you don't like or don't want. And you can just take out pages as well. Social rating, not at all friendly, very social or other. Current home, that'd be nice to put a picture of because we do move a lot. We've been in 5 houses together in 8 years. So we do move a lot. And then it's got all about love, courtship. Does anyone still use the word courtship? I've never heard someone say courtship in real life, but that would be fun to document things, because even though I've got the wedding album, I wasn't scrapbooking when, like, our dating phase. I only started scrapbooking 3 months before we got married. I think it was like, you know, when you're pregnant and you have the nesting phase where you just want to get everything ready for the baby. I think I hit that with a documenting phase for the wedding. I was like nesting, documenting. So I wanted to start scrapbooking so that I could remember all of the, like, the DIY projects that I did. So yeah, there's just lots of info here, and you might be able to find this maybe even on like eBay or Amazon, and so this would be fun to fill out now when we've just got Archie. Not that there's any children, please don't get excited anytime soon. I always feel like I have to say that, because if I say like special announcement, it's not a baby, guys. It's not going to be a baby for a long time. I need to get way ahead with work, and I think it'd be better for Archie to have a little bit of a gap, because he's hit that toddlerhood and he's only 16 months. It's full on. Here, now this is the only part where I will really have to do some adjusting, because it's of course an American publication and they're in a different hemisphere than me. So Christmas is not winter, but I can just easily cover that up. And here I'll just cover up winter traditions. I'm just going to cover up that whole page because we don't have any traditions for New Year's, Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day. So just going to scrap that page altogether. Easter is not spring, it's autumn. And to tell you the truth, we don't really have, I used to do Easter egg hunts with my nan, but there's not a lot. I could probably just put something on the back of that page. Same with Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day. We kind of just do whatever happens to be organised for that day. We don't have Independence Day here, of course. Back to school. Basically the summer tradition is, if I was a teacher, just to freak out and dread the first day of school. Same with Halloween. We could put in some pictures of the parties, but I think this will be a fun thing to work on at night, where all I'd need would be a sticker book, some tiny word stickers, some washi tape. I've already taken out, apparently, a couple of pages. I've taken out this page about the military and housing. I don't know why I've taken out that one, because I could easily fill that out with housing. I might keep that one. But, oh, this is a bit, I don't think I'll do that page. It's a bit depressing. Oh yeah, I think I might skip this one. My beliefs about death and how I want to be remembered. Don't really want to do that one. But it should be a fun couch activity. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite couch activity is to do. Oh, here I've written photo of Happy and I when I was little. I'm going to put a picture of my dog and me because I'm an only child. And that's all I've got. Aww. But let me know what your favourite couch activity is, because we're in winter here in Australia, and even though my craft desk is at the other end of the lounge room, it's the cold end away from the air conditioner, away from the reverse cycle air conditioner, so it's hot. And I don't like to be away from it, and so I think this would be a fun thing to do and not get cold. But let me know what little activities do you like to do on the couch? Do you like to knit? Do you do your project life on your lap somewhere? I'd be really interested to find those out. So I'm going to do a little bit of this now, and then I'll probably revisit it with you in a few months' time. A little update, I am headed away this weekend, very unexpectedly, very last minute for some family reasons, but I am working out the best time and day for our live stream for September. Someone asked if it will be recorded and uploaded to Patreon. If it can, I definitely will be. I just have to, it's different than my YouTube streams. It's a whole different software thing. So I'll have to ask Aaron about that because I'm not completely sure, but I'm pretty sure it would be able to. Let me know also in the comments what continent you're in, and if it would be better for you to do the live stream in the morning half of your day, or the afternoon or the night time. So morning, afternoon or night. And what continent. I think continent's just the easiest way how to do it. And I'll have a look and try and work out a time that works best for the majority of people. Alright guys, I'm going to head off and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!